All right, man. Thank you so much for talking to me today and welcome to this interview, brother.
Thank
If
you. Nice to be here.
if you want to start out by telling me and the viewers a little bit about yourself first.
Okay, so I'm 19 from the UK. Um, I started thread trading about a year and a half ago. I think it was October 23. Um, so yeah, I've been doing it a while. Um,
And your name
I've
is
made,
Scott,
so
right?
I started with Scott. My name is
Just so
Scott.
people know your name is.
Um, I started with 500. My
Mm-hmm.
account is now around about six. Um, So that's about 5,500 that's been made. I have had a few withdrawals since then. Only little things, holidays and whatnot.
We will get into all of that, man. That's freaking awesome, dude. So you're quite young, from because we have people from all ages, from 18 to probably I think we have a few that's like 70 plus as well. So we have people from all ages. So you
Wow.
the younger people in the group. Um, what do you do for like a living outside of trading?
So I'm an aerospace apprentice. So aircraft, basically. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Um, that's pretty much all I do.
Okay. And how do you fit trading into your work schedule? Because a lot of people who see this as a normal job and they're like, I cannot get time for it. It's too, difficult with my work, all these kind of things.
Yeah, well, it's quite fortunate. So I work at home a lot. So 3 of the 5 days that I'm in work are at home. So it is easy to, watch the charts while I'm getting on with some work and
Mhm.
follow along with the trades and all that kind of thing. While I'm at work as well, it's not too hard to follow along. Sometimes you do miss some trades, but that's just how it goes. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, you just catch up in your lunch and see where it's going.
For sure, man. How long do you spend trading a day, would you say?
Probably not that long. 20 to 30 minutes.
That's awesome, man. And do you also take your own trades, or is it mainly just taking the trades inside the Fred trading community?
Yeah, yeah. So more recently, I've kind of been doing a lot of research into, different strategies that you can do. So yeah, I have kind of developed my own kind of way of doing it, but again, I'm still taking some of the trades from Fred Trading and copying along because, well, I don't have to look at the charts to kind of get the same results that you're getting, so you might as well. Um, if you just trust the process and follow everything that you say, you've been doing it a lot longer than me, so um, yeah, it all works out. It's
Yeah,
it's
for
what
sure.
helped me grow to 6K. So
You have been because you have been part of fit trading for quite long. You're not like because a lot of people I talk to have been here for like a month or two or three. You've actually been in here for what, a year and a half, you said now?
about a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, dude, you're doing a lot better than when I started. When I started the first year, I didn't make any money. I actually lost a lot of money, but I also did it on my own. Like I didn't have a community, I didn't have mentors, I didn't have anything, right? It was a lot harder.
Yeah.
Um, Scott, you started a year and a half ago, and I know you said it a few times, just to get it clear. How much did you start out with when you started, and what is your account at now?
I
Like, how much
started with
profit have you made total?
£500. It's now at £5,500.
£5,500. That's still pretty damn good, bro. For sure, man. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it feels good.
Of course.
Thank you.
What is the plan with this? Like, what is the plan with the whole trading here? What do you want to do with it? Do you want to, yeah, what's your plan with the whole trading thing?
Yeah, so I'm obviously in my apprenticeship for 5 years. So hopefully by the time that's done, so I've got a long window, um, I'll be in a position where I can build the account.
Hmm.
ideally, I'd like to buy some property with it and get some passive income coming in. Um, and then I want to ideally move um, house abroad, somewhere hot, and hopefully trade full time.
I think that sounds like a good plan, man. I think you're very, very, very well on your way to do that. You're doing a lot better than most traders. Also, one of the most important things about trading is just sticking to it, right? If you stick to
Yeah,
it long enough, then eventually you're gonna make money and be profitable. A lot of people give up after a few months. That's why most people lose money. That's because they give up and they're not consistent. So I think you're well on
yeah,
the way, man.
100%.
What you mentioned a few holidays and stuff. What have trading done for you since you started? Like, how have that improved your life so far? What have you done with it?
Yeah, so with all the kind of payouts, so I bought my very first holiday August 24.
Mm-hmm.
So around about a year into trading. So I bought my first holiday to Spain, all with them trading profits. I've also taken some out and put it into physical gold.
Oh,
Um,
that's cool.
so yeah, that's about it so far. Um, I'd ideally like to build the account, focus on building it now. Um, again, yeah, I'd like to get a bit more gold as well. I'd like to get a bit more physical gold.
I think it's a good plan, man. I think when you start out, it's also important to take some profits here and there and then spoil yourself a little bit.
Yeah,
Take a vacation here and there. And gold is a good investment, right? That you can never go wrong with that if you hold it long, long, long term. Um,
yeah,
Also, I should say, if you really want to start living off it, eventually you need to compound your account and make it bigger so you can get bigger payouts and actually live
yeah,
full time of it, right? So I think that's a good plan, man.
yeah.
Which
Like you, it's mental how much you're making like in a week. I mean, you took what you just posted it. You took what 4 or 5 trades this week. It's mad, and you've made what?
this was the ones I just showed to the gold trade I just held today. This one is one of my accounts, right? The 35
Yeah,
on this one. And I don't mind showing people that it's always a live account. You can also see it says live here. Because
yeah,
a lot of traders out there trade on fake demo accounts, right? So I don't want that
yeah.
red.
I bet. Yeah,
And this was the other account. Did 21K on that one, and this is also my live private account. But yeah, man, dude, that's the power, dude. I've been holding this since yesterday, and I made $56,000 literally with.
yeah,
I think this trade probably took me probably. I mean, it took me probably 2 minutes to execute, but I also sat and looked at the charts and did some analysis. But it probably took me 10 minutes to make 15 minutes to make $56,000, right?
yeah.
It's fucking mental what you can do with trading if you have the capital to do it.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, mental, man.
It is, bro. But it's just about compounding and building your account, and then eventually, when you have enough money, then the possibilities is freaking endless, man. Do you have any sort of questions you've prepared you want to ask me now when you have me one on one or anything that comes?
Yeah, so kind of linking to that. So, what advice kind of would you give me from now to obviously kind of get to the level that you're at? Because I'd imagine you was at my stage once with
Mhm.
six K in your account, and now it's at whatever it is now. So, what advice would you give me going forward to grow that account in the 5 years that I've got?
Yeah, so the first thing you need to do, if you start putting more money into your account, is you need to be 100% sure that you are profitable, consistent, right? Because don't start putting all your money in one in like kind of in like one basket if you don't know what you're doing. So first of all, and that's why the minimum like start fee to become part of my group is like 350, $500. It's not a lot. And
Yeah,
those 50 to 500 is not going to make you rich. That's like a lot of people are like, how does people make 10 grand? Well, it's not with the first 500 bucks you deposit. The first
yeah,
500, the whole point of it is that you learn how to be consistent and profitable. Once you know how to be consistent and profitable with $500, $1,000, whatever you can afford, then you can also be profitable, consistent with 50 grand or 100 grand, right? So once you learn how to become profitable and it has to be a live account. Do not use demo accounts. It's fucking garbage because you take emotions out of trading, and that's the most important thing about trading.
Yeah.
It has to be a live account. It doesn't matter if it's small or large, it has to be a live account. Once you know how to be profitable, consistent with a smaller live account, then you can start looking into getting a larger account. And there's a few ways to do that. The way I did it was I worked in a bank once, in one of the biggest banks in Denmark, as a trainee after my AP in financial management. I got a shit salary, dude. I was a trainee. I did like, I think I got 2K out every month after taxes. Like it's nothing. I took student loans every month to pay for my freaking mortgage, like apartment. I couldn't even afford living there. So what I did was I built my account in a few different ways. One, I obviously just kept trading on it and I didn't take any money out. I worked a full-time job next to trading because you can't just quit your job and focus on trading if you don't have any money, right? So
Yeah,
I
of
worked
course.
a full-time job whilst I was trading for the first few years. And every single penny I got that I could like afford to not spend on like living, I didn't put it in investments. I put it into my account. So that was one of the ways I built it larger. The other way was just by trading. Just by trading, I didn't take any money out, so I just, built the account up by trading. And the third way
Yeah.
was I used the funded accounts also. And then every single profit I got from funded account, I didn't spend it. I withdrew it and put it straight into my live trading account. So that's the three ways I build up my account. And then eventually I had a $1 million account, and now have a few different accounts. I trade on a $1 million account, a 500K account, and a 100K account right now. It's all personal accounts with my own money. But my main account is the 1 million.
Um,
And I just built it up to that now. And I never have it any bigger than that. So I trade with $1 million. And then I do around 10, 20, 30% profit. And then I take out all the money. So it's back down to a million again. So you need to find
yeah.
kind of a target
Yeah. Okay.
that, let's say if you know you can make 20% a month, because I know I can make between 10 and 30% a month. I've done that for years now. So you need to find some sort of account number
Yeah.
that fits with how much gain you can make a month that you would be happy with. For me, it's a $1 million account. I'm happy with making between 100K and 300, 400K a month. That's fine with me by trading on my own. I don't need more money than that because I could compound it to a $2 million account and then make twice as much. But I don't want to risk that. I'm happy with what I have now. So I stay at $1 million and
Yeah.
I take all the profits out. And then I do these fun challenges here and there. For example, this account right here. I don't know how long you've been here for a while, but this one was 100K. I talked about this in October. I deposited 100K into this one, and now I'm trying to make it to like $1 million from 100K. Right now it's at 500
Yeah.
550. So I've done 550% on this account in like 4 months. That's a fun challenge I have. And I also started another account here. I deposited 100K like 2 weeks ago. It's almost at 200K now. So I do these small challenges, but these are like my high risk
Yeah.
accounts where I actually risk 20, 30, 40% of my entire account on one trade, two trades. I don't do that on the main one. But that's my
No.
and that's how I'm trading, and that works very well for me. But I guess everyone has different ways of doing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. I mean, the prop firms, I was actually planning on doing that to kind of grow this account. Um, so no, it's good that you've mentioned that. Because that's kind of what I was planning to do anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that. Good help.
I would say personally, I hate prop firms. But it's good when you don't have a big capital. Then it's a good way to get a big capital. But for me, I do not touch prop firms, and I haven't touched prop firms for years now because there's so many rules, bro. Like I cannot
Yeah.
trade and only go in 5% drawdown. It doesn't work for me
Yeah.
because I have multiple trades open and I'm often in 10, 20% drawdown because of all my trades, right? It's not one trade, but
Yeah.
because of all my trades. And on my high risk accounts, the one I'm doing like 100K to a mil, I risk 30, 40% sometimes of my account. So it doesn't work for me with these 5% drawdown rules. But
Yeah.
if you have a small capital, you can stay away from the longer swing trades, like the ones where you hold them for a long time. You can stay away from like where you layer. I do that a lot as well on trades I believe in. And you can focus more on day trades and scalps. The ones where you shouldn't go in more than, if you risk 1%, you shouldn't go in more than, 1% drawdown because you only
Yeah.
risk that, and then just don't take more than a few trades at the time. So it's definitely possible. I mean, I did it. But I would recommend to 1000% trade on your own personal account. But again, if you don't have the capital to do that, then funded is a good way to build up the capital on your personal account. But once you can avoid prop firms, avoid them.
Yeah. Got you.
Anything else?
No, that's it, mate. Thanks.
No worries, bro. Thank you so much for talking to me today. And I appreciate you taking the
Pleasure's
time
all
out.
mine.
And I
Very nice
hope
talking to you.
I hope you're enjoying the community, and hopefully we can make some more money together.
Hopefully.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
Cheers, mate. You too.
Bye.